This might get weird.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Oh, cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart.
Ooh, coffee, baby.
Yeah, back to the good old coffee.
Oh, if I spill any, it's because I've got a very shivery little pooch in my cooch.
A dog.
A dog. Beans is in my lap. How are you? You're not feeling good.
I'm not feeling good. I'm a little under the weather. I've been taking it easy this week. LeakyCon really took it out of me.
Okay, yeah. Let's get the fuck into it because you went to LeakyCon.
I did.
Which is a Harry Potter convention.
Yes.
And the worst... I'm sorry, but the worst named convention of all time.
Well, it's named after the Leaky Cauldron.
But still, like,
I know.
There are how many Harry Potter books?
Yeah, I know.
And
I
that's
don't know.
the one word they chose.
I don't know. I mean, also, people might hate on the name of this podcast, but...
They can go fuck themselves. This might get leaky.
Yeah, my friend Michelle from college, she started writing, like, Harry Potter fanfic, like, last year.
This.
And she specifies in Hermione... like smut fanfic.
Wait,
like
so she
Draco
straight up
Malfoy and Hermione Granger, like stories about them, like straight up fucking.
Really?
Yeah, it gets dirty.
Like full on, like my Iron Man fanfic. Like
yeah.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. I haven't read all of them because I maintain a little discretion because, you know, some things can't be unread.
Right.
And we, you know, keep up with each other. So, but that whole world, yeah, really gets into it. So that Tony Stark is not like off base from what's out there.
Wow. Okay. So,
Yeah. So I heard.
So she writes like full on like porn.
Yeah, she's created like a pen name.
Oh yeah, pseudonym.
Lillian Silver.
Lillian's my middle name.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's very fun. And so she was really into that. And then I knew about LeakyCon. And so like I asked if we could get tickets. And so I thought it'd be fun. And we went. And it was cool. I just, you know, I'm not super into Harry Potter. So it was a pretty mild experience for me.
What's the weirdest thing you saw?
Well, I saw a middle-aged man dressed as platform 9 3/4.
Wait, dressed as the train station?
Yeah, he was wearing
God.
he was basically wearing a big old shipping box and with his head out of it and his arms inside, and it was covered in brick like paper, and it said platform 9 3/4.
How do you even get that through the metal detectors?
I had a photo. I took a photo with him, and it's like one of my favorites. I'll put it on the Patreon. But it was really fun. It was pretty like low key, and because I'm not super into that world, I didn't know a lot of what was going on. But we walked around, and I got to get like a little warm up into Dallas since we'll be there this weekend.
Oh yeah, guys, that is a perfect fucking segue. Grace, great job.
Mm-hmm.
We are in Denver this Friday, Dallas this Saturday, and the following weekend we are in Detroit and Minneapolis. Only 4 more dates on our tour.
Yeah, go to thismightgetweird.com
for links to tickets.
But it was really fun. Tom Felton was there. Draco was there. That was the big
Okay, so like the
draw.
stars show the fuck up.
Some of them do. He was like the big one that was there. And so she met him and got a photo with him. And then he's like really into his original music.
Wait, no, he does.
He like lives on Venice Beach and he just like makes like.
Wait, is Tom Felton the one that was chubby and now is skinny?
No, Tom Felton's the one that looks like Hannah.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, and so he writes music, and it's I'm not gonna say anything bad, but he definitely put on like 4 concerts of his own music over the weekend.
How did people react? Where they were like, "Play the fucking Harry Potter score," I saw live.
He did. He's like, I learned this last night in my hotel room, and then he started to play it. Not well.
Really?
And everyone was like, "Ha!" It was a mixed reaction, but he did have a song that he started singing that said the word. I wanted to see the concert.
I want to know everything. I want to know everything.
He said, "There's something about you. You put my ducks in a row. There's something about you. I think you already know." And he went on and on and on, and that like repeated those lyrics over and over. And then he said that song was about his dog.
Like actual ducks. It's a hunting dog.
Yeah. And so it was a lot of that. And I was like, cool, I got it. I'm going to go.
Was he trying to be funny?
I don't know. I think he's trying to be serious and like really have like a music career.
Okay. Which leads me to this,
Yes.
which I want to hear more about this. But
Well, that's like kind of the hard and fast of like what I got to see there. It wasn't like
you saw Tom Felton do some covers and one guy dressed as a train.
Dressed as a train platform. Yes.
Pardon me.
Get it right or pay the price.
Oh, sorry. Have you seen this commercial? I believe it's for Jeep. Jeremy Renner
What?
releases his own music now. Okay, it's like Jeremy Renner is driving around in a Jeep and there's a shitty song playing. Sorry, Renner. There's this song and then like the destination, the Jeep gets, and then he like gets on stage and it's his concert and it's his song all the time. And it's literally like, it has the title in the commercial that's like blah, blah, blah by Jeremy Renner. There's so many problems with it. First of all, why? Like, you have so much freaking money. You're an Avenger.
Yeah.
Second of all, why did Jeep agree to this? Third of all, what I don't like is in the commercial, I think, I could be wrong, but like it shows the radio and he's listening to his own music. And like, so there's just so many problems.
There's lots of layers. Also, I own a Jeep, so now I'm part of the problem.
You got to crank that Jeremy Renner.
Well,
isn't that strange? I just don't understand. I don't know. The successful actor turns musician. I know sometimes it works.
Yeah, it's
because it's like YouTuber turned musician was a big thing.
Yeah, you know, sometimes people like that was their first passion and then what they're really good at, and they accidentally got into acting. So who knows?
That's true.
But yeah, it was. I'm glad I went. It was a real treat, and Dallas is hot as fuck. If we thought Phoenix was hot, holy shit, baby. Get ready.
And then all those people were probably wearing cloaks.
They were. Well, it was inside the convention center for most of it. Yeah, there were lots of cloaks. Lots of cloaks.
Okay, so did Michelle meet either of the people she writes smut about?
She met Tom Felton, there was a couple other.
And that's Malfoy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so there was a couple other people there, but he was the big one.
Yeah.
No one else was there. So he was like the big get. So it was a relatively small convention from like what I saw of it.
Yeah.
But I did get to see Maureen Johnson on a panel talk about novel writing. And she was so fucking funny and like such a breath of fresh air of just being sarcastic and witty and like not giving a shit. And she was just eating popcorn on stage in between answering all of her.
Perfect thing to eat in public.
Yeah, that's what she was saying too. It was really, really great. And then I got too scared to go up and say hi to her after.
Wait, who is it?
Maureen Johnson. She's written a bunch of novels. She's like really good friends with John Green and all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, LeakyCon success. Did Elliot like it?
I mean, he went in with less information than I did.
Yeah,
so
like I'd be completely confused.
He was truly along for the ride. He definitely concluded that he didn't need to go back to Dallas, so he will not be at our Dallas show.
Oh, damn. No hate. No hate.
But yeah, it was very fun.
But fucking Mark Cuban retweeted me.
Oh my God. This was a big deal. And so many people messaged me after I reposted your post about it.
It was massive. You guys, if you haven't seen on our social media, we've made these like dumb green screen videos to promote the tour. And the one in Dallas, essentially, we just are asking and begging Mark Cuban to come and fawning over him. And I tweeted it and fucking Mark Cuban retweeted it.
Did you tag him in it? Is that how he found it?
I said Mark Cuban, the offer still stands for you to come to our show.
God, that's so great.
It was a big night.
Big night.
And then I text Grace about it. I'm like, Mark Cuban just retweeted our video. And she just goes, I'm too high for this.
I had just smoked to fall asleep. And you text me that. And I just stood in the hallway looking at it for a long time. And Elliot was like, you okay? I was like, Mark Cuban retweeted Mamrie.
That's a perfect high thing.
Yeah.
Are you like me and you've just been wearing the same 3 raggedy ass bras every single day because you can't find other ones that fit you? Well, welcome to ThirdLove. ThirdLove is this amazing new website where you can go on and they help you find your breast shape and size on their Fit Finder quiz, which has been taken by over 12 million people. Thank you very much. They have 70 sizes, including their signature half cup sizes, to make sure that you get the bra that fits you perfectly. You know, get it sent to you. Try it at home. You have 60 days to decide if you want to keep it, and if not, you send it back and they wash it and donate it to a woman in need, which is kind of rad. Also, if you're having trouble figuring out what bra you want to order, they have fit stylists that are available every day via text, chat, or phone. I'm sorry, you can text someone to figure out what cup size you need. That is incredible. And here's the cool part is that we are giving you a deal. So if you go to thirdlove.com/TMGW, you get 15% off your first purchase. That is correct. thirdlove.com/TMGW for 15% off today. Guys, do it. Your boobs deserve it. I had a moment this weekend where I wish I'd been high.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know I'm doing this episode of this Netflix wedding show, which I think I've briefly mentioned on here, but I don't know
Yeah.
There's not like an NDA, but it's definitely like, I don't know how it's going to edit together. So I don't want to like tell stories and then they edit it differently.
Right.
And,
that's why I'm like, if I were you, I'd err on the side of discretion a little bit.
So I'm not going to talk about the wedding itself, although I looked banging. It was one of my favorite hairs. It was one of my favorite hairs day.
One of your favorite hairs had a good hair day.
Yes. Monique was killing it that day. No, but I flew there. And it was one of those things, when you're going East Coast and there's not a direct flight, it's just an all-day thing. Yeah. It's an all-day fucking thing. Mm-hmm. So I get there at like midnight. I just call an Uber. Like they sent me a link to call an Uber. The guy rolls up and he is this like sweet, portly man in a polo shirt. Just like what you'd be like, oh, that guy lives in Rochester. Yeah. So he puts my suitcase in and then grabs something out of a cooler in the back and we go and sit in. And he just holds a 20-ounce can up and goes, would you like a peach ginseng tea? And I go, I'm good. I was like, but I mean,
what a weird specific
thing. He goes, I'm going through quite the peach phase. I was like, okay, I love this guy. But what a specific thing to offer your passengers. 20-ounce peach ginseng tea. Like, I think a full Arizona can.
Oh, because I was going to ask, is it some like offshoot brand that he's like trying to get up from the ground floor? And so he's decided to do some grassroots marketing.
Oh my God, I wish. No, so I politely decline. And it's midnight and I'm so tired.
Yeah.
But this guy turned it around for me because, he had some like lights in his Uber and...
Oh, like the Christmas light situation?
Well, little Christmas lights.
Okay.
But then he's really excited because I guess now they make Alexas, like Amazon Alexas for the car.
Oh, really?
That you can talk to. So we're getting in there. I say no to the peach thing. And he goes, hey, check this out. Alexa, tell us a joke. I'm like, oh, no. First of all, it races through my head where I'm like, wait. Oh, this guy got scheduled to pick me up. He knows I'm in comedy. And I was like, no, he has no idea. He was a random Uber.
Yeah.
So he asked Alexa to tell us a joke. And I am like, oh my God, here we go. This was Alexa's joke.
Oh, no.
Your mother's so fly. She makes crisscross want to jump. Okay.
Whoa.
First of all, that's not a joke.
That's not a joke, but whoa.
Second of all, we've been talking about in our show how my mother loved crisscross. And when one of the Chris's died, she put up a Facebook post saying, jump, what fun, rest in peace, crisscross.
Oh my God.
So out of all, first of all, not a joke. Second of all, that's what Alexa says to us.
That is
so
weird.
Fucking weird.
I don't know how to process that.
Totally.
Did he laugh at it?
He was like, oh, come on, Alexa, you can do better than that. So then he was like,
embarrassed by his own Alexa.
Yeah, truly. He goes, Alexa, tell us another joke. I mean, I'm like, we haven't even gotten out of the airport yet. And I'm already like, I'll walk.
Oh, no.
Goes, Alexa, tell us another joke. She goes, your dad's so attractive. His stunt double is Denzel Washington. What? Again, not a joke. Why are all the formulas, your parents is so something, insert celebrity. Why would my dad have a stunt double?
The algorithm to create these jokes has like cross-wired somewhere.
It was so strange.
That's so bonkers.
I was like, please don't ask for any more jokes.
Okay, well, everyone that has an Alexa right now, especially one in your car, ask it for a joke and tweet us what the joke is.
Well, here's the deal. Is so before you came over, oh crap.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't know where my phone is. There it is. There. Before you came over, I was like, okay, Alexa, you're kind of jank. Let's see if Siri does that.
Yeah.
So I asked Siri to tell me a joke, and this bitch made me laugh.
Okay.
She said, what's the difference between roast beef and pea soup?
I don't know.
Anyone can roast beef. But not everyone can pea soup.
I get it, Siri.
I was like, Siri, blah, blah.
Wow.
You need to fucking hook up with your friend Alexa and teach her how to tell a joke.
Alexa's really trying. Is not getting it to work.
I mean, Alexa, I had to be courteous to this guy because he was clearly proud of the Alexa joke thing. But it was like when a kid tells you a joke and you're like, that structure doesn't knock, who's there, poo-poo face. No, that's not funny.
And who's going to be the one that tells this child eventually so it doesn't grow up thinking this is okay?
Yeah, so he's not at an open mic going, knock, knock.
I've been nothing but encouraged.
Poo-poo face. So anyway, it was very weird. So then you could tell he was like, oh no, my Alexa is failing me.
Yeah. Oh,
so he just goes, hey Alexa, beam me up. And then the whole car just makes a noise like Star Trek, like like a full. First of all, I can't believe I did that well.
That was great.
And I was like, what is happening?
Oh, he's got a full routine.
A full routine.
Yeah.
So he beams her up. So wait, the routine continues.
Oh my God.
So then he goes, that's pretty cool, right? I was like, yeah, that's very cool. And then he goes like, Alexa, what's your favorite movie? And she goes, my favorite movie is Empire Strikes Back. And he goes, that's how you know she's a traitor. First she acts like she likes Star Trek and beams me up. Then she says Empire Strikes Back is her favorite movie. Alexa, you're a traitor. Again, we have not left the airport yet.
So they have a full Laurel and Hardy routine going on with each other. He's prepared.
Alexa and Peaches.
Oh my God.
I'm like, this is too much. But I'm like living for it because we have this podcast. So I'm like, you can tell me jokes all fucking day. So anyway, so he's like, all right, we'll let her like take a bow. I was like, yes, please. So then he goes, my last ride picked out a song for you.
What?
And I was like, what? He goes, and this I kind of loved.
Okay.
He goes, what I do is when I have a ride, I have them choose a song for me to play for the next ride.
That's
and I thought it was so like fun.
Yeah.
So he played it and it was My Toot Toot by John. Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Is this a children's song or a really disgusting song?
No, it's My Toot Toot by oh God.
Zoot Suit Riot?
by Rockin' Sydney.
Okay.
It's like, don't mess with my toot toot. And don't mess with my toot toot. I was like, who the fuck was in this car before me? Right? Don't mess with my toot toot. I was like, that's cool. And I'm like, yes, 3 minutes of not talking. This will be great.
Oh my God.
And he goes like, do you want to hear the one before that? And I was like, sure. And it was No More Sad Days by A Simple Plan.
Okay.
I'd never heard of it. It was upbeat. The guy was loving it.
Sure.
Like you could tell he was jamming.
This is like if you go to babysit a kid and no one pays them attention. And so they're just like, do you want to see this toy? Do you want to see this toy? You want to see this? Look, I can do this. And watch this.
100% that. He was jacked on peach ginseng tea. So I'm like, give me more of those. And he keeps like pulling them back, pulling it back.
Oh my God.
And then he was like, oh man, this is where you're going? Like wherever the destination was. And I was like, yeah, is there something wrong? He goes, no, it's just halfway to where I wanted to go tonight. I guess there was a music festival.
Oh.
And he was like naming all these and it sounded like a Mad Libs, but he was like, yeah, and Hall & Oates plays tomorrow. I was like, very cool. And he was like, and Pentatonics. He was like, oh man, I'd love to see Pentatonics. And I was like, oh yeah, they're great. So then he goes, Alexa, play Pentatonics. So then Alexa just plays the Pentatonics cover to Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley, like Hallelujah. So now me and this man are riding in silence as the sweet a cappella sounds of Hallelujah plays for 3 minutes. I was just like,
oh my God.
This is a fucking fever dream.
This is the most emotional roller coaster of a ride
Truly,
ever.
he was just like, Hallelujah.
He was singing along with
Yes.
it. Oh my God.
I was just like, oh. Like Alexa is like, I want to leave.
Yeah, Alexa
she's like,
is
telling
like,
jokes. My toot toot.
I'm off the clock.
I'm off the clock. So then we finally get there. I mean, it was a great ride. It was one of those things where I was like, you're fantastic. You've made my night. And so I put my next song to be, I was like, well, he knew I was coming from LA. So I was like, well, I'll do Bob Seger, Hollywood Nights. And so he plays it while he like helps me get the suitcase out. But it was fun to think like the next person he picks up, he's going to be like, the last person in my car just landed from LA and she picked this song for you.
Which song?
Hollywood Nights by Bob Seger.
That's great.
It's a really good one. So that was my entrance to Rochester.
Wow, what a welcome.
It was cuckoo.
Expectations on a whole other level.
I guess one of those things where I get to the Holiday Inn and immediately go, do you guys serve alcohol? Yeah. And they did not.
Oh yeah.
They like laughed in my face and I ate Sun Chips.
Sweet.
An underrated chip.
Truly, I like the texture.
Me too. And they came out with like, what is it? compostable, decomposing bags, whatever, like the bags.
Oh, compostable bags?
Compostable bags.
Yeah, I think I saw that on an advertisement.
But I think I don't know if this is a real story, but I think when they came out with those, the actual bag itself was so loud. Like, in order for it to be good for the environment, it was like the loudest bag of chips of all time. Anyway.
Wow. What a tale.
It was incredible, but I recommend getting an Alexa for your car if you are an Uber driver.
Yeah.
Because I could just be like, Alexa, play Poison by Bell Biv DeVoe. And like,
yeah.
He could just be like, you can DJ. You can do whatever you want.
That's very cool.
I thought so too.
The future is now.
It is.
Very excited that we have a brand new sponsor for This Might Get Weird this week. It's Noom. That's right, you heard me. Noom. What if you could use one program for all your healthy lifestyle needs? I'm talking no more hunting for training apps or workouts or calorie trackers or meal plans. Plus, with Noom, you can add a goal specialist and there's a community of members to keep you motivated and accountable. It's like a workout BFF all in one place. And listen to this, guys. This is why Noom is really interesting. It's a habit-changing solution that helps users learn to develop a new relationship with food through personalized courses. Plus, it's one of the biggest and most accurate food databases available that lets you track meal habits, visualize portion sizes, and see calorie density at a glance. And you can chat with a goal specialist and Noom community to get and give help to people going through the same things. If you're looking for people to reach out to and specialists to help guide you, then Noom is where it's at for you. You don't have to change it all in one day. Small steps make big progress. So sign up for your trial today at Noom, Noom.com/weird. What do you have to lose? Visit Noom.com/weird to start today. That's Noom.com/weird. I had a car situation yesterday.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, so I've just been so out of it this week. Like I said, I felt really sick when I got home, so I've just been taking it easy. But
do you think someone put a curse on you at LeakyCon?
Maybe.
And now your nose and butt are leaky?
I don't know. There was a very ill-dressed Hagrid there, so that had his own booth with nothing in it, just standing there. And
doing like pictures with people?
No one was taking a photo. I couldn't tell if he was just taking a break in an empty booth or if he was like waiting for people. But it was like very Party City level costume. I mean, I appreciate anyone getting dressed up in that heat. But,
oh, hell yeah.
But my car's had to have its oil changed in like weeks.
Right. I got in your car and you were like,
it's like,
it's might break down on us.
Yeah, it literally has gotten to and I'm so terrible about cars. Like when I was younger, my dad used to help with my car all the time. Then I moved to New York, didn't have a car. And then I've just like shuffled so many cars since being in LA that I just don't know the proper maintenance. And
yeah, I mean, we're not car people.
I know. And so, but this car tells you like when there's an oil change, and I kind of conveniently ignored it till it like puts like red, insane, like doomsday graphics on your thing.
Like a full skull and crossbones.
Yeah. So I'm like, I gotta get my oil changed. And I don't think I've ever gotten my oil changed. I think it's always been that like when I've gone to get something fixed on my car, they usually change the oil. And
how long have you had this Jeep though?
A year. So it's like way past due.
Okay.
And so I was like, I don't even know how to do this, but I need to go do it. And I feel like I have a fever, but like I need to go do this. I need to drive the rest of the week, and I don't want to be afraid every like time I get into my car.
No, that's so much like that. Mine came on when I was on my way to Palm Springs.
Yeah.
And I got it done in Palm Springs, but it was giving me like increasingly scarier warnings.
Yeah.
I almost pulled off into like a Jiffy Lube, just a random exit.
And I hate interacting, especially with car people, because that's one of the things I know the least about. So I'm always like, I'm a target for them to be like, you need to fix this, this, and this.
Yeah. You just leave with a different car.
Yeah. So I even thought like maybe I'll just learn how to change my oil myself. But then I was like,
should.
I mean, it's still on the table. But
Jeff could teach us.
My oil has since been changed, so we're all good.
You're good for 5 years.
But I went to Jiffy Lube because I figured let me just go to the name brand place. It's the easiest thing, but I still had no idea. I'm like, I don't even know what to do. And I'm like too embarrassed to like really ask Elliot like what to do, because he was like, why don't you just go to Jiffy Lube? And so I go to one that's like 2 miles away and I pull in. I don't even know where to go when I pull in.
Right.
And all of the employees at Jiffy Lube could give a fuck about helping this clearly confused, like,
they see it all day long.
Yeah, like lightheaded girl that's like, I think I have a fever still. And so I just park randomly, like in no spot in the parking lot. I just pulled up next to a car and like I got out and then I turned around and I was like, that's not even a spot. oh, I just want to go and see if there's like a wait and how long the wait is.
Good call.
So
Good save.
I go inside and no one's at the front desk and all the guys are just sort of like meandering around and I don't know what the procedures are, how this all works. I'm just kind of standing there and the guy finally like walks in, like looking at a video on his phone and then just looks up and sees me there and it's like, oh, hey. I was like, I just need an oil change. He's like, okay, where's your car? I was like, there. And I point, it's just like in the middle of the parking lot. So the guy inside tells me to just pull up and I'm thinking when I get close, they're going to direct me like to pull onto the little like metal slats that the tires go on.
Oh, they'll scare the shit out of me.
But they don't. Another guy like walks out very slowly as I'm like confusingly like waiting for someone to help me. And he just goes and like taps on the window and I roll it down and he's like, I'll drive it in, you can sit in. And so I was like, okay. And I like turn the car off. And meanwhile, I'm just like so flustered already that I look like a maniac. And so
it's intimidating. Yeah.
I'm like, I opened the door and then I heard like you can sit in, so I jump over to the passenger seat.
No.
And then I just sit in the passenger seat, and I look over, and the guy's just staring at me out of the door, and I'm like, oh, this is not what he said. And then I like got my
did you
bag.
leave out of the passenger side?
I got on the passenger side.
Oh my God.
And then the guy like gets in, and he goes in and like does it, and what he had I think said is like, I can pull it in, just let me sit in. I heard like you can sit in until like tow truck guys will be like, I'll drive it. And so I was just like, I don't know how this works. And so I just sat in the passenger seat for like 5 seconds and looked to my left and the guy was just standing there staring at me. And he doesn't give a fuck because like they're almost done for the day.
He's like, this isn't an Uber.
Oh, and then I went inside and the guy was like, it's going to take less than 10 minutes. And it was like, oh, it was totally fine after that. The guy was like nice, but I was like, I must look like I'm on drugs because I'm probably sweating because I think my fever's breaking. And I'm just sort of wandering around fidgety, not knowing what to do.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Passenger side.
It was not my proudest moment, but now I do know how to enter into Jiffy Lube.
Right. You might not know how to change the oil, but you know how to go to get your oil changed.
I'm 100% more confident than I was.
Those metal slats, when you have to line up your car, like I went through just with my little bitty Fiat the other day through a car wash. And I've like never entered a car wash not nervous.
Oh yeah.
Because like with the drive-through ones, it'll tell you green to go. And then all of a sudden it's like and like red when you have to stop or back up. Like it just scares the shit out of me every single time that I'm going to get it wrong. Oh yeah. And like it's going to just fuck up my car.
Totally. And the guys that are usually directing you kind of like roll their finger around and then look away. And I'm like, you're not even paying attention.
Yeah, I'm a terrible driver. The Alexa Uber guy was definitely an Uber driver that was like, do you want to sit up front?
Oh,
and I was like, absolutely not, sir.
No.
Absolutely not. You know what I should... Damn it. You know what I should have made my song for the next one?
What?
I should have been like, anything by Jeremy Renner. People would have been so goddamn confused.
Tom Felton. Get it out there.
Well, I was in Salt Lake after our last show because I told you we went tubing and stuff.
Yeah.
But did I tell you I went to Cracker Barrel nearby? Okay. Like when I got to Salt Lake City, Chip still had to work like half a day. Okay. And I had gotten up at ass crack of dawn. So I was like, no problem. I'll just chill here. But I was starving and there wasn't anywhere... I wasn't going to like wait for Postmates. Yeah. And when I knew the food was not going to be the greatest options. So I saw there was a Cracker Barrel like half a mile away. So I walked there. So I walked to Cracker Barrel and then I get there and I immediately realize it's 1:00 on a Sunday.
Oh, it's
church people.
Yeah.
Total church. Like Cracker Barrel doesn't serve booze. Yeah. Nothing. Like the last thing I want to do is be surrounded by people. And of course I check in and the sweet hostess immediately just goes, you look familiar.
Oh no.
And you never know how to answer that. Yeah. So I just go, possibly. Like, and then I like gave my name and walked away. And then I was like, did that come off bitchy? Like if she actually places me, is it going to be like, oh no, Mamrie Hart came into Cracker Barrel once and she was bitchy. You know what I mean? Like, well, what are you supposed to do? Be like, I look familiar. Oh, well, you might know me from some things as, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's bitchier, I think, to be presumptuous. That it's like, oh, I'm Mamrie Hart from the internet. Clearly, you know me from there.
Exactly. Yeah. So I walked around the gift shop, which is my favorite thing to do while I was waiting for a table. And I just watched this old woman laugh hysterically at greeting cards for like 10 minutes. Like all the cards you see that are like a stock image photo of two old ladies and it'll be like, happy birthday, put your boobs back in your belt. You know, like all of those that are just like...
Yeah, here's hoping your wish comes true that gravity reverses itself.
Exactly. I wanted to get you a new hip, but I'm broke. Just like your other hip. Like the dumb... And she was just like, she'd pick up a card, read it and go, that's friggin' hysterical. And put it back. And I watched her say herself? Like, that's friggin' hysterical by herself like 5 times. Oh my God. It was the best. But anyway, I finally get a table for one at this slammed Cracker Barrel. They put me in the corner. And this man walks over and he goes, hello, madam, what can I get for you? And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do an unsweetened tea and a club soda. He goes, very well, madam. Where are you from?
Oh,
and I just go, oh, I'm here from Los Angeles. He goes, very well, madam. And he like floats off. He's called me madam 3 times.
He turned into a bat and flew away.
I was like, what is going on? This is the weirdest interaction. Like, just what do you want to drink? And then where are you from? And then like, thank you, madam, and leaves. Right? And he was like, I mean, he was controlling that Cracker Barrel dining room. Like it was like the waltz scene of Beauty and the Beast. Like he was just so smooth. So anyway, he comes over and takes my order and then brings me, here's a pet peeve. As a vegetarian, sometimes I go to places and I just get a bunch of sides.
Right.
I don't like when they come over and they bring you like 5 little dishes. It's like, just put it on one plate.
They're shaming
this
you.
This is embarrassing. Yeah. But also, like, if I was a dishwasher at this establishment, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Yeah. You're putting a little bowl of collard greens on a plate. Like,
Also, conserve water.
Thank you very much.
Where's their comment box?
So like he's laying all these dishes down like I'm at a fucking tapas restaurant or like the little things you get at a Korean barbecue restaurant. And I'm like, well, this is embarrassing. But anyway, what killed me is then he goes, anything else for you, madam? And I was like, no, Squire. Like
you said that to him?
No. I was like, no, I'm good. This is great. Maybe some hot sauce. And he goes, perfect. Are you sure you're not from North Carolina? And I went, what? And so then in my head, I'm like, was the hostess not being able to place me? And she was like, I think it's this person. Is she from North Carolina? Yeah, like you go ask a question.
Yeah.
No.
What?
His wife went to medical school in Chapel Hill and he lived in Chapel Hill for like 4 years with his wife. And he just goes, I could place your accent immediately. I was like, what?
Wow.
Off me saying a club soda and an unsweetened tea.
Wow. And meanwhile, you're like, I can't place whatever the fuck your accent is, madam.
What planet you're from, bruh?
I know.
Like, go on America's Got Talent. I was so confused.
That's so bonkers.
I know. So the whole time I kept like waiting for him to be like, oh, and by the way, I know like something.
Yeah, just something a little bit more low hanging fruit.
Nothing.
Wow.
He guessed I was from North Carolina immediately. But anyway, I think we should start calling people madam more.
But
I wasn't mad at it.
I don't know. I kind of feel like that's a little pretend, or like, I don't know. That makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
But if you're at Cracker Barrel,
yeah, I guess like it's, it's polite.
Well, if you're at Cracker Barrel, you're down home.
Yeah, that's true.
So like, madam, you'd be like, ooh la la. Like you don't get called madam much when you're in hash brown casserole.
That's true. He's trying to elevate the dining experience for everyone.
I tipped the fuck out of him. Thank you, sir.
Amazing.
I was like, they've got med school debt. He's working at Cracker Barrel. His wife's a fucking doctor. This man needs a win.
Talk about a progressive relationship.
Truly.
Wow.
But then I left there and was walking back and texted Chip because he still had another hour. And I was like, oh, I'm going to hop into this Applebee's and have a mimosa.
Yeah.
And I went in there and I ordered a mimosa and she says, what would you like to eat? And I went, no, I just ate at Cracker Barrel. And she was like, Utah rules. You have to order food if you're going to drink in a restaurant.
Really?
Like you can go to a bar.
Okay.
And then it's just booze. But like for a restaurant.
Oh, that has food. You have to have that option.
It was so weird. She goes, gotta love Utah.
I've never heard that before.
I went, do I? And I left. So I went next door to a bar and it was crazy how strict the rules were.
Yeah, that's really confusing. Mm-hmm. That's like in my county in Jersey when I went to college, there was no booze on Sundays.
And they don't sell it at all?
They don't sell it at all.
Could you get it in a bar?
You can serve it in a bar, but like after a certain time, but they don't sell it at all. So like you're shit out of luck.
Well, you can't buy liquor, I think, on Sundays in North Carolina. Maybe it's changed, but like you couldn't do it at a certain time. So it'd be like a race against the clock. But did I tell you about, because my county was dry until like 6 years ago or something when they started getting vineyards and they were like, we have to be able to sell the wine. But they had a liquor store was planning to be opened in the county seat, Yadkinville. They had a liquor store opening, and like there were all these people that were like, no, like this is letting the devil in our town. Like they were so opposed to it, which basically means like, all right, motherfuckers, you have to drive 30 minutes to go get tequila.
Yeah,
have it your way. So they built the ABC store, and the night before it was supposed to open, there was a big storm, and a huge tree branch fell on it and damaged it. Not like destroying it, but like enough to where they couldn't open. And there were like all these op-eds in the Yadkin Ripple that were like, see, the Lord doesn't want liquor in our county.
That's all they need to be proven correct.
I wouldn't doubt it if some little church lady just got up there with a saw and like, it's like, let's check the edges of that branch, shall we?
Oh, that's so bonkers.
It was ridiculous. Y'all, I'm here to talk to you about Care Of. What's Care Of, you might ask? Well, let me tell you. It is this super cool company that delivers vitamins and supplements in daily packages for your specific health needs. I recently started using them. No kidding. I'm on like day 4, and it has become a part of my morning routine that I look forward to. Here's the cool thing, is that you go online and you take a quiz about what your specific needs are. So I went on and was like, I'm a vegetarian. Well, now I need iron. I want my hair to be thicker. I want more energy, etc., etc. And then they tailor the vitamin package to specifically what your goals are and what your needs are. Plus, if you don't like taking pills or you're just on the go, they have protein powders and supplements that you can take with you, throw into some water, and down the hatch. They have thought of everything, including how to hook you guys up. So if you go to takecareof.com and put in the code TMGW, you get 25% off your first Care Of order. I am not kidding when I say I used our own code and got 25% off mine. So if you go to takecareof.com/TMGW, you get 25% off your first order. Take the quiz, figure out what your body needs, and take care of yourself. Oh my gosh, is that their tagline?
I have a Nextdoor post that is a hybrid Critter Corner post.
First of all, I love it. Second of all, to update you guys, when I changed my address to Seattle to try to get Nextdoor stuff and just chose a random address off Zillow for a house that was for sale, the postcard has arrived. I'm still locked out of my Nextdoor app, but they were like, your postcard with your new PIN should have arrived at this address, Sarah Jones.
So for you to go back, for you to go back to Los Angeles, you have to wait for a brand new postcard?
Well, I guess I can now say I'm back in LA and ask for a new PIN.
Yeah.
See, here's where it's crazy. Is I'm sure it's just automated and no one gives a shit. But in my head, I already have a story of like, if Nextdoor is like, this activity seems suspicious, I'll be like, I went to go move in with my boyfriend. We immediately broke up and I moved back home.
Wow.
So I have an alibi.
They're like, we did some light Googling and we found out that's not true.
That's not true. An old woman lives at this address.
You were trying to exploit our app and have been for months.
It's true. Okay, sorry. Critter Corner Nextdoor post.
Okay, you're going to find this very gross.
Oh, no. Is it rats?
No.
Is it any type of rodent?
It's a bug.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe you won't find this gross.
I'm into bugs.
Okay.
Entomology rocks.
I started looking this morning, and this is one of the first posts that came up under Lost and Found. Found cross-dressing Turkestan cockroach.
What?
And they found a cockroach and put a straight-up ballet skirt on it. And there's a photo of a cockroach wearing a tiny tutu. And the post says, we found this little guy by our house. He is black and wearing a pink tutu.
No, they did not try to say that they found it in a tutu.
He also has a pet safe collar, but no tags. I'm guessing he's been chipped. Please message me if this guy belongs to you or if anyone knows who he belongs to. Why would you call it a he if it's wearing a tutu necessarily? This is so much.
My.
I don't know.
Does this person ever admit it's a joke post?
I haven't read through exactly all of the comments on it.
Nextdoor app needs to get together with Alexa and teach her some stuff, because this fucking destroyed me.
Oh my God.
That's a perfect joke. A cockroach in a tutu, and they called it a cross-dresser.
It's
this is so stupid.
Oh my God. Yeah. Everyone's like, yes, I have seen him before.
Yes, he's the neighborhood sex worker.
It looks a lot like the one we lost. Do you have any other pictures? Does it like sugar? I mean, like a lot. It's bonkers.
Oh my God, that is so fucking funny to me.
So Nextdoor is really expanding to all types of posts. I did see a post of a guy trying to exploit his roommate to get dates. He's like, my roommate, it's very funny. It's like, my roommate stays at home. He never adventures out. He plays video games. And I thought maybe I'd use this app to find someone in the neighborhood that might like enjoy his company.
A dork.
Yeah. And the comments on the post are
Are there like thirst comments?
There's thirst comments. One says, does he like older women in like their 70s asking for a friend, with the weirdest emoji I've ever seen.
Which emoji is it?
It's like the
oh no. Oh yeah, the emoji where he like looks sick.
It's so confusing. But that's the only like.
Will you put a response? Yeah, it's not. You don't have your real name, do you?
No.
Put a response in.
But I don't. That was just a screen grab of that post.
Damn.
I know. But
follow up and see if he gets any dates.
Because a lot of people are like, does he play this game? Oh yeah, this is it.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of. I was like, oh, this is the first I've seen of this, and I'm not surprised.
Someone using it like a dating app.
Yeah. Love this. By the way, gay or straight. And then a lot of people are like, not interested. How much for that sweet globe in the background, though? It's
Love
just
it.
A photo of
That's
him.
a sick ass globe,
right?
Oh, let me see a picture of the guy.
Yeah, he just looks like a regular dude.
A terrible haircut. Really bad haircut. But that is a funny.
And I was like, oh, of course, this is eventually going to be what this app gets used for, finding people in your actual neighborhood. And I haven't seen any since.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's very bonkers. That was posted like a couple weeks ago, and I was going to bring it up, and then it was like up on top because people are still commenting through.
Wow.
Yeah, and I haven't seen any others since, so we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated on the saga.
Speaking of update.
Oh yeah,
and then we can.
Can I read this one comment?
Yes, of course.
I've seen this young man skateboarding in the neighborhood. He looked like he could use some lessons. He kept not landing his stunts. Maybe an old timer like myself could give him some pointers. He is very cute and handsome. I'm proud.
I'm proud.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a whole thing.
Here's the deal.
Yes.
Let me pull it up. I got a response from my number neighbor.
You did.
You guys, if you remember, I texted my number neighbor from our show in Seattle, but I didn't do the hey number neighbor. I just did you up.
Right.
So I got a response on Sunday, 2 days ago, that just says, hey phone number neighbor.
So they figured it out.
They figured it out. And I didn't respond because I just wanted to make...
The time had passed.
It's passed. You know, that was like a week later.
Right.
Or not... I don't have any concept of time. Yeah, a week later. And then yesterday he goes, or she goes, hello.
Whoa.
So now they're like, you reach out once. If you don't get a response, you don't, like, what do we have to talk about?
Right.
Do I respond to this?
You don't want to develop, I don't
think.
Do
I send a GIF like a goodbye GIF?
Do you send one update?
What do I do?
And then we see if by our shows this weekend they've responded and we can read it.
But what do I say? Like, you have to help me craft this.
Oh, man. Okay, what they say? Hello.
Should I say goodbye?
I guess.
Like, I don't want to be shady because I'm the one who reached out.
Right. What about
this weird... I just found a gift that's like a weird binocular clown.
I think that might be very scary and that you'll be on some watch list for that.
What should I put?
Do you say...
Should I say like,
do you
hope
say...
you're having a great day. I'm a mom of 4, twice divorced. Like, do I make up something?
What if you just say, because you didn't say number neighbor, what if you say, this isn't your number neighbor, this is Marie from the bar last weekend?
Oh, it should be like, hi, sorry, I thought I was texting Leslie. We met at Longhorn Steakhouse last weekend.
Yeah.
Last weekend, ? And then I'm going to go, P.S. P.S. What should be just a very random thing of like, you did look great in those shorts, or like, P.S. he did come home.
Yeah.
P.S. he did come home.
Oh my God.
This is like our friend Steve does these texts, and he gives full credit to, I think, like, sorry, wrong number, or like somebody started it, where he just texts random numbers and like
so specific.
with so specific detail. Okay, so I'm saying, oh hi, sorry, I thought I was texting Leslie. We met at Longhorn Steakhouse last weekend. P.S. he did come home. Sent.
Okay, throw your phone in the closest river.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay.
I think this sufficiently got weird.
Before we go real quick.
Yeah, and I want to ask Siri to tell us one more joke.
I did see on our Patreon that Gemzy Maroquin said, Reddit reminder, if you're on Reddit, come check out the sub I made for This Might Get Weird.
Oh, cool.
They're looking for fellow mods to help out. So r/This Might Get Weird, if anyone's interested in going checking that out.
Chip's gonna be impressed. Oh, speaking of Chip, you know how we were talking about the Breaking Bad mezcal?
Yeah.
So this morning, well, first of all,
we're
fully naked about to have sex this morning, and you know how I got the Nessun salt? It makes a noise when the door opens.
Yeah.
We are like about to have sex, and we hear ding. Someone has walked into our house.
Oh my God.
I was like, what? Who is it? Who's there? I mean, scariest moment of all time.
Someone actually opened the front door?
Opened the door. So I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So I just like throw a blanket on me, fully like don't know if I'm about to get murdered.
Yeah.
The person closed the door after him. I go to the front and it's a guy with a delivery.
But who would walk in someone's house?
I think it must have been like slightly cracked and he like knocked and it opened it or something.
Oh, God.
I was like, holy shit. So, but it's a delivery you had to sign for. So then we get it and Chip's like, oh, I want to give this to you now. It's a bottle of the Dos Hombres. And he got it. I guess there was an option to get it engraved.
Oh.
And it says, mezcal for my best gal.
Oh, that's real sweet.
Isn't that so sweet?
Chip can't stop, won't stop.
I was like, I want to drink this now because I'm so stressed, but it's 9 a.m. So anyway, it was really sweet.
That's real sweet.
Mezcal for my best gal.
Oh, that's cute.
Should I ask Siri for one more joke to leave it on?
One more.
Siri, tell us a joke. Okay. Here's one for the kiddos. Okay. Siri says, why did they call it the Dark Ages?
I don't know.
Because there were so many nights.
Wow, cute, family friendly.
I'm telling you, get together with Alexa and teach her some stuff, because all of hers are like, your sister's so attractive, they think she is Michelle Pfeiffer. Hilarious.
Truly nailing it. I think we made it weird. We'll see you guys this weekend in Dallas and Denver.
And let's get even weirder.
Hell yeah.
That fucking cockroach.